Hey team, we've got full body today. And so that I don't have to deal with a timer, we're doing reps today. Everything's 15 reps. So you get your warm up going here and I'll talk to you a little bit about it. We've got 4 sets. There are 4 exercises in each set that we are going to work through 2 times, and each exercise is done with 15 reps. So you'll need a variety of weights here, upper and lower. Because we're doing 15 reps, which is a little more than our usual rep range, you will probably want to go a little bit lighter than you usually do with some of these exercises. Because our rep count's a bit higher. And then between each set, we'll do a little bit of a cardio burst together. That's it. Pretty simple, pretty straightforward. We'll hit everything in this workout. So you finish up that warm-up, and we'll get you even more warmed up here. I'm just going to do a real quick cardio starter with you that we're going to do back to back to back to back. Again, you know me and timers right now, they're my nemesis. I've either got, cougars growling or they're not working or whatever it is. So we're going with my internal clock here on this, around 20 seconds back to back to back. So you finish up that dynamic warm-up and we'll get going with our cardio starter. Cardio starter here, Meg's Magnificent Timer. Stay with me, do what I'm doing, you'll be fine. We're going back and forth between fast feet and a half jack. Everything here, low impact or no impact, so you control this with the tempo, all right? Let's get started here with fast feet in 3, 2, 1, here we go. Keep it moving, keep that core tight. I'm counting in my head. Just keep going, keep going. We got this. 3, 2, 1, half jack. Step out to the side, hand overhead. You control the tempo. Good. You've got it. Back to fast feet. Sometime we'll actually time my internal timer and see if I'm remotely close. Sometimes I think I'm long, sometimes I think I cut it short. Keep it going. All right, half jack, other side. Keep it going. Break. Nice job. Who knows what that timer was? All right. We're going to do another one real quick together. You can hear my heart rate's up. We're going to do a butt kick with a sort of an overhead reach, lat pull down move, and knee ups. Okay, so we'll do those just like we did this one, back to back to back with my internal timer. So let's start with those butt kicks. I start overhead. As I butt kick, I pull down. Really doesn't matter as long as you're moving arms and legs. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and I'm alternating sides here. Good. Low to no impact. Again, but I promise your heart rate will get going. Get those hands overhead as much as you can and control the tempo. There we go. 3, 2, 1. Knee up. Again. Reach and pull. Tempo. Range of motion here. All affect your heart rate. Three, 2, 1. Here we go. Good. Almost there. 3, 2, 1. Other side. I had to think about which leg I did. I hope I got it right. Range of movement, tempo. I'm warmed up. I hope you are. Heart rate's elevated. I'm ready to start. 3, 2, 1, done. Good job. Cardio starter, check. Let me go through our first set with you. Don't hit pause yet. Let me demo these for you, and then if you still need some time, you can hit pause. First exercise, curtsy lunge. Reverse lunge is straight back. Curtsy is at about a 45-degree angle to the back, okay? I want this plant leg shin to stay fairly vertical. It'll have a slight lean, but I don't want a lot of lean on that. And up, all right? Back and up. We're gonna do 15 reps each leg there. Then we'll come down to our mats, and we're gonna do a jackknife crunch here. So, with this jackknife crunch, I start, arms reach overhead, legs straight. I bring those legs up for a leg lift, and at the same time come up and reach my toe. Only thing I'm really lifting up here are my shoulders. Very gentle movement here with arms and legs. If that's too much for you, you can do one leg at a time with those leg lifts, okay? 15 of those, you know me. Keep it simple. Next exercise requires no weights. If you'd like to hold a weight here, hold it at your chest. We're going to do a squat, so booty back, chest stays proud. Squat, side leg raise, squat, knee drive, okay? Here's how I want you to count those. 1, 2, 3, right? Every time you squat, that's your rep count, all right? We're gonna do 15 to one side there, and then we'll hit the other side round 2. If you mess up and do both sides, that's a win, fine with me. It's rep count, so you're in control here. And then finally, pick up a lighter weight here for a bicep. A little bit of shoulder, a little bit of bicep. We are going to do a front hold with a bicep curl. So I hold my arms out to the front. You know what that means. Squeeze those glutes. I'm protecting my lower back. The weight's away from my body. Straight out and curl. Here's where, I'm gonna try to look at my mirror. Here's where your mirror, buddy, is important. I want those elbows to try to stay pointing straight ahead in my bicep curl there. So I'm working shoulder and bi at the same time. 15 reps of that, so you're gonna wanna go lighter, most likely, than you do with your usual bicep curl, all right? Those are our 4 exercises. We're gonna cycle through those 4 exercises 2 times. I'll try to write them in the corner of this video so that you have a visual of what they are. I'm going to be doing my own internal count. I'm not going to count out loud because your tempo may be different than mine, and I don't want to mess you up at all. So you're counting your own reps here. I'm cycling through it with you at my pace. You're doing you, I'm doing me. We're going to go through it 2 times, and then I'll show you the little bit of cardio we'll do before we head on to set 2. All right? So pick up your weights for curtsy, and we're going to get started. We're doing 15 reps each leg with the curtsy lunge. All right? I'll try to talk and count, but you guys know I can't even set a timer on the proper device, let alone count and talk. So my counts may be a bit off. So you're counting yours. Don't count mine because I have a feeling they won't be anywhere close. But we're doing more than we usually do with 15 reps. So again, you may want to go a little bit lighter today in your weight selections than we usually do, okay? That shin stays fairly upright. Another good opportunity to use your mirror here. Keep an eye on that shin. I want you to be feeling this in your glute on that plant leg. I'm trying to see if you can see my 45-degree angle back there at all. How I'm stepping back. I'm trying to get that knee as close to the ground back here as I can. There, is that working? Good. You've got, if you're ahead of me, you've got jackknife next. 15 of those. Do one leg at a time. If you need a modification, press that lower back into the ground. We have the squat routine next, where I am just going to do it to one side this round, and I'll hit the other side next round. So I'm going to be doing my kick out with my right leg this round. So we have a squat, 1, leg lift, squat, 2, knee drive, okay? This plant leg is doing all the work. I'm not holding a weight here. So, you can hold a weight close to your body. It's easiest to hold one close to your body versus, oops, that was a kick, versus to your side here for this one. I like it here in the center. Lost count. Don't know. Good thing you guys are counting yours there. Bicep with that static hold to the front. You're going to want to go lighter on these. I'm standing so that I can see my mirror as my training partner. Tuck those hips, hold those weights out, and curl. Elbows stay pointed to the front and parallel to the ground. That may be the first exercise I actually got the count right. Okay, that was round 1. We're gonna hit round 2. You do it at your own pace. Remember, you're doing your workout here and I'm doing mine. I'm just gonna open the door. The heat's coming out. curtsy. 15 each leg. Have your music going. And you're counting every rep. Switching legs. Get as low as you can into that curtsy lunge. Keep that shin vertical as you can. Okay, I'm moving on to the jackknife crunch. Press that lower back into the ground. It's really a leg lift with a toe touch. One leg at a time if you need a modification. Your legs as straight as possible, either way. I've got the squat leg lift, squat knee drive. This time I'm kicking out my left leg. Try to get down in that squat. Look in your mirror. Bend those legs. I did, I think, too many. Bicep, front hold bicep here. Tuck those hips, arms straight out in front of you, parallel to the ground. Elbows are now pointing forward and out. Forward and out. Tuck those hips. I'm checking myself in my mirror. And I'm going lighter than I usually do. Excellent. Okay, before we move on to the next set, we're going to do 20 lateral hops here. So your count, your 20, each lateral hop is 1. Tempo. How high do you jump? How high do you reach those arms overhead? All right, set 2 coming at you. Set 2, let me demo this before you hit pause. Our 4 exercises here, we start with the sumo squat. Remember, knees and toes are in exaggerated stance here. going out. It's not a wide squat with toes pointed forward. My knees and toes are going in the same direction here. I'm holding one weight down in the center. If you prefer to hold it up and down like this, or to the side, you can go pretty heavy here. Engage those shoulders, down as low as you can. Use your mirror. How low are you getting in this sumo? And push up through the heel, okay? Then we are down on the ground for a long leg oblique crossover. You know me and my names. I couldn't come up with an animal. Kind of like an alligator shutting its mouth, but I wasn't fully committed to it. So here we go. Long leg oblique crossover. I have a very light weight or no weight at all, a 3 or a 5 or no weight in one hand. Same hand that the weight is in, my leg is bent. I have my head down because it's more comfortable for me. If you want to elevate your head, you can. I have my opposite leg and opposite arm extended. As I raise that straight leg up, I reach across with this weight. We used to call them pickpocket in basketball. I reach across with that weight to my hip pocket and back, up and back. I'll show you on this side so you get a better visual. Up, I'm trying to get rotation here in that shoulder, pocket, and back, okay? 15 on each side. That one's gonna take a little while there, and that's okay. That's the beauty of reps. 4 mountain climbers plus a push-up. 2 versions of that. Elevate yourself here, okay? I'm showing you this way on my bench. You would be this way, whether it's on a table, whether it's on your stairs, chair, you've got some elevation here. So 4 mountain climbers, my core is tight, I'm in a nice plank. 1, 2, 3, 4, push up with good positioning on those arms, okay? Same thing on the floor here. 1, 2, 3, 4, push up, good positioning on those arms, okay? 15 of those, it's a lot, all right? So do them elevated if you need to. Then we've got overhead tricep. I'm gonna kneel here because of my ceiling. I'm gonna hold 2 weights touching. You can also hold 1 weight in this fashion, okay? But arms straight overhead. I'm aiming for that breaking 90-degree behind me and up. Squeezing those hips so that I don't hyperextend my lower back there. 15 of those. So again, I've got the exercises, if I've done my job, there in the corner. You're working through this at your own pace. If you need a break, now's the time to take it. Otherwise, 15 of each exercise. You work through at your pace, and I'll go through at mine. Here we go. I'm starting with sumo. Push through those heels. Get down as low as you can. Keep that chest proud. Don't disappear on me. As I always say, I want to read the front of your shirt. Okay, I'm going on to the long leg oblique crossover. The 15 reps is kind of nice. We never get 15 in with timer usually. I would say the most we're getting in maybe is 12. So it's good to confuse your body a little bit with your rep count. All right, bent leg and weighted arm same side, or no weight here. I'm doing a leg lift, bringing that weight to my hip pocket and back. Try to get good rotation on those shoulders, on that reach across. I'm switching sides. If the straight leg is too much for you on the leg lift, then you can bend it and just make it a heel tap. You see how I can't talk and do something at the same time? It's so sad. Okay, we've got the mountain climber plus the push-up. I'm going to do it sort of over on this side so that my back isn't to you and the end just doesn't give me enough grip. If you're doing it on the floor, I love you, even better. But we're all doing our own thing here. So 4 mountain climbers and a push-up, you're counting the push-ups. If you're doing elevated, you should get a good full range here on the push-up. Elbows are in a good 45. I've lost count. There's a lot of counting in this one. Now, I should have said this at the top of the workout. Overhead tricep. Rep count is my suggestion, but you're in control here. So if 15 is just too much for you, take it down. Take it down to 12. Take it down to 10. Take it down to 8. Okay? You're in control. You know how you're feeling here. So you determine if it's too much or if it's too little and adjust. Okay, overhead tricep. I'm doing 2 weights that are touching, tucking my hips, and trying to break that 90 behind my head. Here. The mountain climber push-ups did their job and got my heart rate elevated. Now, I did a workout the other day that was a lot of shoulder. So I'm not sure if I'm feeling this today in my shoulder because of that or not. If you are, you're like, this is a lot between the core, the upper, and this upper, you can give me some tricep kickbacks there if you prefer to the overhead, okay? There's an adjustment that you can make. I'm heading back to my sumo here. And I'll try to remember to put that in my notes. Now, I take very little breaks between my exercises. That doesn't mean that has to be your routine, okay? Take more of a break. You know the exercises. I've written them down there. So you can just hit pause, freeze me, and read the exercises and go through it. Fast forward to the next set when you're ready. You don't have to watch all this. We all know my count is off and my banter is not witty today. Okay, I've got that long leg oblique crossover here. Bent leg, weight, same side. I'm gonna start on my other side this time. Reach across, straight leg to my hip pocket, or bent leg. Weight or no weight here. No weight is just as effective, I promise. Switching sides. I love a good burn in my core. And it's that rep count that's doing it here. It's not a 20-second burst of cardio, it's 15 reps. That was two-sided, so that's a good burn there. 4 mountain climbers plus a push-up. 15 is your goal. Do what you can here. Elevated is what I'm doing. Do it on the floor. If you're going for it, you can do this on the floor as well. Keep those arms at a good angle. I find if, it's a silly little thing here, but if I wrap my thumbs around the side of the bench or whatever I'm elevated on, my elbows, I don't like the positioning at that point. So I'm really just pushing my palms into the bench here. My entire hand is flat on top of it rather than wrapping my thumb around the bench. That's just me. I just know I don't like my elbow positioning if I do it with my thumbs around the bench. Now, if you think I have any idea what my count is here, this is when I need you all with me. Keep me on my count. I'll do a couple more here. Okay, it was close. This round, it's overhead try, but if you're feeling this in your shoulders, let me just show you the tricep kickback. Hinge at the hip, neutral neck. I like to keep those elbows nice and high and kick it back. Same thing, control the down, 15 reps. Good job. Okay, when you're ready, because whatever your tempo is here, I'm doing jump squats, booty back, explode and land soft, or you're doing mountaintop squats here. Count is 20. You do your pace. You need more of a break between the push-up and this, between the tricep and the cardio here. Take it. Otherwise, get into it. The pause button is your friend on this workout. Here I go. Good. Land soft if you're jumping. If not, your tempo, set number 3 here. Bench is out. I'm using it for the box squat, or bench squat. I think that was 20. Nice job. Let me demo set 3 for you. Don't hit pause yet. Held as close to your body as humanly possible. I never want it coming off of the chest here. Ideally, if you're at home and you've got a bar that you can rest across your back here so that it becomes a back squat, that's my ideal. If you don't have that and you want to incorporate a weight here, touching your chest the whole time, get your feet set, push up and come down. What we don't want is forward, booty, and up. I call that the snake. Snake is bad. Any way you slice it, snake, bad. So, down, push through those heels and come up in one motion. There, okay? So we've got 15 of the box squats or bench squats there. Weights or no weights. Then we've got an elevated toe touch. I figure I got the bench here, I might as well use it. For you guys, this can be on a yoga ball, this can be on a chair, your stairs, whatever you've got. Reaching over your head, come up, touch those toes. I want those feet or those heels to stay on that elevated surface. This gives you momentum. Keeping those heels on that elevated surface forces you to engage that core more. We've got then a no weight exercise here again. Again, if you want to hold a weight, hold one close to your chest here. All I'm going to do here, I'm going to go right side one round, left side the next round. Reverse lunge to side lunge. Reverse to side. Each combo is 1 rep there, okay? Knee back as low as you can. Hinge that hip, come down as low as you can, and push, all right? And then finally, pick up a light weight here. Let's work our back a little bit. We're gonna hinge at our hips. Those palms are facing each other. Down here, my neck stays neutral. I'm gonna alternate, reverse fly, and then together, reverse fly. That's 1, okay? If that's bothering your shoulder, your adjustment is to come up slightly with your torso, all right? Otherwise, engage that core, hinge at that hip, look straight down, and connect mind to body on this to work your back, all right? So if you need to hit pause here, now's the time. If you just want to hit pause, read the little exercise box there, and do this yourself, super dupe. I'll see you when you're done with this in 2 rounds. I'm gonna get started with my box squat. Holding a weight here. Another option, by the way, along with the bar, is to rest a weight, a dumbbell on each shoulder to do it. I have trouble getting it up on my shoulder because of my janky elbow, so I just hold one close to my chest. All right, 1 strong movement here. Push through the heels. I've got a mirror right in front of me. I'm keeping an eye on my knees. I don't want my knees coming in. Knock knee, bad. Snake, bad. All the things we're thinking about here. Good. Elevated toe touch is next. Heels on an elevated surface. Arms behind me, I reach up and touch. An exact count for me. Okay, I'm going to go to my right side this first round with my reverse lunge to side lunge. Reverse, side. That's 1, 2. I'm keeping it in my head. Keep that core tight right there when you push. You should also get your heart rate going. All right, alternating reverse, 2 together, flies, lightweight here. Hinge at the hip, neutral neck. That was 1 for me. Most important part on reverse flies is controlling the down. As important as the up in these. Try to keep your shoulders square. That really engages your core when we're doing these one-sided. I've lost count. I'm going to say this is 11. One more for me, I think. Other key component of those reverse lunges, you got to keep that core tight. Protect that lower back. Okay, I'm back to my bench squat here. The other thing I saw the other day on the news was a doctor who specializes in Alzheimer's was talking about how important movement and fitness is to your brain health, and to take it a step further to challenge your brain with new things. And in the fitness arena, we can challenge you by giving you new exercises, things we haven't done before, and changing up the format of the workout. We're hitting a little bit of everything here. We're doing some different exercises. I'm also changing it up with a 15 rep count. All of those things are not only good for our physical body, but they're good for our brain health as well. And those of you that know me know I need all the help I can get in that department. So, now I'm taking my hands overhead. They sort of act like a propeller to help you up. If you want more of a challenge than that, you keep them tight to your body and curl up. Remembering to keep those heels touching whatever surface they're elevated on. Much more challenging because your core is doing all the work as you lift there in that core exercise. Reverse side to my left side this time. Use your mirror here. All of the exercises here are also designed to keep your heart rate up. So, we're keeping that heart rate elevated. We're using weight resistance, body weight. You should get a real good post-workout metabolism burn here as well. I have no idea. This will be my last one. No clue. Okay. Alternating together, reverse flies. Tight core. Neutral neck. Control the down here. Someday when Cindy and I are rich and famous, if you will, I say with, a chuckle, we'll be able to play music for you. We'll have the ability to actually play music while we work out. You don't have to hear me breathing. I can only hope that you guys have it playing on your end, so you don't have to hear my elevated heart rate and all the sounds that come with it. Couple more, I think. Okay. Our explosive cardio here, when you're ready, is a reverse lunge skip. I go back and skip up, okay, 10 each side, or just a reverse tap back, no impact on that one, 10 each side, okay? So when you're ready, you can hit this explosive cardio before we go to our final set. My foot has disappeared, sorry. I'll do it this way. This leg. All right, on to our final set. Set 4, here are your exercises. Traditional deadlift, stiff-legged deadlift, Romanian deadlift, weight in each hand here, or if you just have one and want to hold one here, it's the same movement. I'm going to hinge at the hips, I'm going to look down at the ground while the weights ride down the front of my legs, and I pull back up using hamstring and glute. Keep that core tight so that we don't turn into that. That is what happens when your core is not engaged. Tight core, flat back. Okay, 15 deadlifts. Then we're gonna come over here. We're gonna do a sumo, punch, jack. Okay, 15 of those. Then, nice and easy here. Bird dogs. Let's do one side, one round, and we'll hit the other side, the other round. Then we'll stay right down on our mats if you want. For these, they're called crab walks. Doesn't seem like an animal that I'd name this for. It's like a struggling dead bug, kind of, dead cockroach. I don't know. So we start here in this position. I'm going to go opposite hand to foot and switch. Every time you touch is one. Now, ways you can modify this. Keeping my hips real low to the ground makes it easier. The more elevation I have and keep on my hips, the harder it is, okay? So those are our 4 exercises: deadlift, sumo punch, bird dog, crab walk. A lot of animals happening there. So I'll have that up on the video. 15 of everything, your own pace. Hit pause here if you want to go through it without me, perfectly fine. Otherwise, I'm getting going here with my deadlifts. Deadlifts, if you have the option at home, can be a fairly heavy weight here. 15 reps. Keep that neutral neck and keep that back flat with a tight core. 15 for me, I think. Sumo punch. Remember that exaggerated? I'm down in that sumo. Punch, punch, and up. Don't hyperextend those elbows when you punch. And use your mirror. How low can you get in your sumo squat? Bird dog. I'm going to start on with my right arm this round. Touch, extend with a little pause out there. Recover your breathing. Be kind to our lower back here. Good. I'm going on to my crab walks here. Every time you touch is 1. You can control this by how high you can keep those hips off the ground when you do this. Whew. You got to get your mojo going. I did 16, so I was even. All right, here we go. Deadlift. Almost there. Tight core. Weights on the front of the legs. Neutral neck. It's all hamstring and glute. Sumo punch. Use your mirror. How low can you get into that sumo? Oops, I had 20 in my brain. We've been doing 15 the entire time. One never knows what happens up there, but I'm trying to keep my brain fit. Okay, 15 on the left side, bird dogs. Try to pause at the top. Keep that hand neutral, like you're shaking someone's hand. And crab walks or flailing dead bug. Whatever visual you need here. Keep those hips as high as you can. That's your... Whew. Quick, thank goodness. Okay, you finish up if you're ahead of me. Thanks for waiting. Our explosive here are 10 squat jacks, which I squat, jump, 10 of those, or step outs, okay? So, quick 10, I'm just gonna get her done here. Yay, excellent job. Full body workout. This is a great one. If you want to go through and write it down on your own piece of paper, pull this one out. You don't need me to do it. You know what everything is. Everything's with the rep. You can choose your rep range here, but 15 was a bit of a challenge, something a little different to help our brain health here. Nice job. Thanks for sticking with me. I'm going to go through a quick Meg stretch here. Okay, you know how I roll here. Let's make this short and simple. Let's hang down here, decompress that lower back a little bit. I'm going to reach over to my left foot, reach over to my right foot, walk out to down dog, pedal my heels. Bring that right leg through, hand on each side. Drop this hip here a little bit, try to stretch that out. I am actually in the camera. Leave that inside arm down, reach up, twist that wrist 5 or so times each direction. Then we'll put our hand down and switch. Sit here for a moment, stretch out that hip. Leave that inside hand down, reach up, twist that wrist 5 or so times each direction. Good. Take that foot back. Now bring your right foot back through. Lay down here. Let's get a good stretch on that glute. You can move around your torso here. You should feel it in different places. I'm going to bring this leg around, hug it, get a good twist on my lower back. I also get a good stretch here because I'm so tight. And then I'm going to curl that under, go back. I realize those of you that know me are in awe right now of the transition that just happened. It was smooth like butter. I'm impressed with myself. Pretty much the fact that I'm impressed with that gives you insight into what I look like out on the dance floor. It's not pretty. It's a little like Elaine Bettis in Seinfeld. Not a little, it's actually exactly like Elaine Bettis in Seinfeld. Get a good pull there on your glute and your lower back. I'm going to have you roll up onto your heels here. Those of you that have any knee trouble, just go to that standing quad stretch for me right now. I'm going to take that right leg out, squeeze this glute that's resting on my heel, and then lower. Can you see that? I'm lowering that knee to the floor. I'm getting a good stretch there on my quad. Again, if this bothers your knee, you're just doing that stand, grab that foot behind you, quad stretch this way. Switch sides. Excellent work. Let's do a quick T, W, Y. Nice job. I'm proud of you. Thanks for sticking with me. I'll see you next time.